Warning, this show contains strong language and topics that some viewers may find offensive. Listener discretion is advised.
Now get the cards, the cards from my generation. I'll take the come on, let's get it on. Don't get the loss, the money. We're in this together and do it all. They said that nothing's forever, and they refuse to see the change in me. Why won't they wake up?
Welcome to Suplah City.
Hello wrestling fans and welcome to another edition of the Suplah. I am Andy Kwan and with me at this time is Sam Brooks.
You know, it's a special day today, Andrew.
Is it really?
Yeah, you don't know why though, do you?
I don't know why.
It's not at all related to you, don't worry.
Oh, okay. Why is it a special day?
For those who may not know, today, the day we're recording this, is the 16th of March, 2016.
Right, yes.
And you know what that means?
What is it? 316?
It's Stone Cold Steve Austin Day. Whatever the hell he's doing, I got no idea. But today is in fact Stone Cold Steve Austin Day, so take a swig of beer for the working man, as he would say, because that is the bottom line, and he said so. Yes.
I have tea. I don't have...
I am a Stone Cold fan, can you tell?
Yes.
I also like the redneck rattlesnake, Steve.
Ringmaster Austin.
I know everything about Steve Austin.
Wow. The fact you don't actually hurts my head.
I know all about his feud with Rocky. Yes. I know all about his legendary Stone Man match with, was it Owen Hart? Yes.
Anyway...
I know these things. I'm a wrestling fan.
But what day was it yesterday, Sam?
The 15th. Why does that matter?
What do you mean, why does that matter?
Well, the 15th of March, that's just a regular day.
It's not a regular day!
Why?
Because it's not a regular day.
Why?
It was my birthday.
Yeah.
What do you mean, oh yeah?
I mean, I remembered. No, I remembered, right? I got you a present.
What did you get me?
I got you the gift of acknowledgement.
That's not a gift! That's not a proper
That's
gift!
a gift from me. Everyone wants to be acknowledged by me, including the internet and its vast supply of riddles.
Oh, fuck off.
Yeah, I know, there's no escape from it, I'm afraid, Mr. Kwan. We have to give you a riddle, because the streak is up to 4-2. And the second number has to build up so that it reaches beyond the first number.
I have so many streaks, what are we talking about now?
The one that doesn't involve sex.
Oh, okay, right.
You have 2, shut up. Alright, are you ready?
Yes, I am
Mr.
ready.
Kwan.
I think.
Alright.
Yeah,
You can't Google this.
I'm not going to Google it, I don't Google them.
Alright.
Okay.
Why is a raven like a writing desk?
I can say it again.
Why is a raven like a writing desk? What a noise, what a noise. You gotta give me a thought process here, alright? Come on, what do you think? Why is a raven like a writing desk? Think about the properties of both.
Okay. One can fly, one can't fly.
Yes, the desk can
One
indeed
goes,
fly.
ah! And the other one doesn't.
The desk does indeed make that noise, yes.
They both sit on wood.
The desk sits on...
Stands on, has legs. They both have legs.
Very
both...
good, that's not the answer, but they do indeed have both legs.
Why is a raven like a writing desk?
That's the question.
what kind of fucking...
No, come on, the answer's easy here. Everyone in the comments has already gotten it. I know I haven't.
Why is a raven like a writing desk?
Yeah.
They both write. No, they both raven writing. I don't know.
Are you giving up? Are you tapping out? Do you really want to build the streak up even more?
Oh god, I don't know. Why is a raven like a writing desk? I don't fucking know. Then they're both completely different.
No, they're not.
They're not. Then I don't know.
Let me tell you, okay? Why is a raven like a writing desk? Edgar Allan Poe wrote on both of them.
Oh, fuck off.
No, that was the answer, and you suck. You didn't get it. Here's a question. Do you know who Edgar Allan Poe is?
Yes.
Who is he?
He wrote the Raven.
He did indeed write the Raven. Yes.
But the Raven, never more.
So, you know, the streak has now gone up to, 6-2? This is a shame. It's a crying shame, I'm afraid, dear Andrew.
Move on!
Alright, let's take a look at some comments, shall we?
Yes.
It's been a tumultuous couple of weeks here at the Suplah. You've been on Herod Radio in Peterborough, haven't you?
Yes, I was on the radio, and I wasn't kicked
Wow.
off the radio or anything.
No, you were actually any better than you were on a standard Suplah day. Like, you
Exactly.
you actually sounded like a man who had a job at a radio station.
That's always a good thing. That's what I was going for.
Good. You should maybe go for that a bit more here, so that we don't make fun of you all the time.
Yeah, maybe, but
Speaking of which, Brendan Davis, our very own Suplah host, said, "How did we get Earth 2 Andy Kwan on the radio show?" This is a very pertinent question, and I think we should get the answer straight from the horse's mouth.
what's Earth 2?
You know, there are times where I could easily explain these things to you, but then I feel like you don't deserve them to be explained.
Why? That needs to be explained. I don't understand the reference.
Google it! So, we also have another comment on that particular episode from Magunta.
Yes.
You talked about the authority on this radio show, yes?
Yes, we did, yes.
And why they're terrible.
They are terrible.
I wholeheartedly agree. Magunta says, a hard-ass face authority could work, because you could see someone like Stone Cold arguing with a heel and putting him in a match, and that's how the heels could still have success, even with a face in charge. With today's wrestling fan, they cheer faces that have talent like Owens and Rollins, so it won't hurt the face to give them opportunities.
Yeah, I agree with that.
And I gotta say, the way that you, ripped on Teddy Long, in particular, I feel like that's unfounded.
That was Liam, though. I don't know why he did.
Teddy Long is, without a doubt, the WWE's greatest character ever created.
What?
No, really, right? He's the best. Give me some evidence as to why he's not. There you go.
You
right?
just do tag matches all the time.
It was
or
entertaining.
fight the Undertaker.
No, it was entertaining. I was entertained by it every single time, and therefore that makes him the greatest character they've ever created.
What?
Why don't you agree?
Because The Rock exists.
No, I gotta say Teddy Long is above The Rock on my scale.
Move on.
No, it's Teddy Long, right? Then it's Mike Adamle at a close second. And then maybe at 6th or 7th is The Rock, maybe.
What the fuck are you talking about?
No, it's all good. It's all good. Bullet Club versus The Shield also
Yes.
said, I don't know what's more disappointing and pitiful. The Undertaker's WrestleMania streak being broken, or Andy's 1,000-day streak not being broken. Poor Andy. Tear.
All by myself. Don't want to be all by myself.
Anymore. Right. It's a real shame that we have not only the entire Suplah city in dismay over your streak, the fans are now attributing their sadness to this 1,000-day plus streak, and you recently broke your high score. For those who don't know.
Please stop calling it a high score. It's not an achievement. There's not going to be like an Xbox achievement appearing at the bottom of the screen. Please don't edit that in. So, like, no, it's not something to be proud of. It's just...
No, I wholeheartedly disagree, because, you know, if you keep this up for another, like, 9,000 days, you turn into a wizard.
I'm a fucking what?
You turn into a wizard, Andy.
I'm a what?
Andy, you're a wizard.
But I'm just Andy.
Well, just Andy, you're a wizard. If you keep this up for 9,000 more days.
Okay, please explain what the high score is, because I feel like people will just be lost.
You've had 2 streaks in your history on this earth. The first one reached how many days?
Supposedly 10,033.
This one has broken that record, that high score. So, naturally, we had to celebrate on a now lost episode of the broadcast. Unfortunately, but, you know, we can celebrate it here. High score day, everybody. Let's have the bells and the whistles everywhere, and let's just celebrate, have a party today.
Don't edit things in.
Oh, you tell the editor not to edit things in, you know what's going to happen.
You're gonna edit things in.
Bingo. So, you know, I feel like it's time to reflect on that little IWC debate that we had, what was it now, 2 weeks ago?
Yes.
You know, there's going to be a video coming out wherein Carmine attributes his 2 cents towards this legendary argument. And, I gotta say, yeah, the IWC has its benefits, but it also has its detractions. I'm now at the point where I'm at the middle ground on that debate.
I remain where I was.
Where were you? I've completely forgotten everything you said in that debate.
Like, kayfabe is dead, then all that kind of thing.
It's as alive as it can be.
No, it's
entirely
not.
dead.
It's
Well,
finished.
you know, speaking of things that are just pretty much dead, do you want to talk about our excitement for WrestleMania?
Welcome.
What am I meant to do with that, Andy?
I don't know. It's my feeling.
What's happening with WrestleMania this year? Let's get right into it, because, for lack of a better term, dead news week. And yes, we could talk about Neville's injury, but you know, I feel like we can leave that towards the end of this. But
Yeah.
not only have they added a lot more matches to the card of WrestleMania 32, Andy doesn't know what any of them are.
No, I haven't seen Raw yet, so...
So, I feel like it's my responsibility, ladies and gentlemen, to inform Mr. Paragon over here of what some of the new matches are on this, so far, air card. It's an air card, okay? So, we know about at least 4 matches, yes?
Yes.
Right, those being Triple H versus Roman Reigns in the main event for the World Heavyweight Championship.
Yes.
Ooh. We also know about Shane McMahon versus The Undertaker in the Hell in a Cell. Shane wins, he gains control of Raw.
Yes.
Alright, I'm getting excited for this match, I must say. We also know about Dean Ambrose versus Brock Lesnar in a no-holds-barred street fight.
Yes.
I'm very excited for this match. And we also know about the long-awaited Divas triple threat between Charlotte, Becky Lynch, and Sasha Banks.
Fuck yes.
Very excited for that. But, we've got 4 more matches added to this card. Ooh, and they are...
And they are!
The Armbar.
Is that the Battle Royal?
Yeah, the Andre the Giant Memorial Battle Royal.
How many people are going to be in it?
30.
Haha! They don't even have that many people on the fucking roster!
Here's the problem, okay? You need 30 men.
They don't have 30.
You don't have 30 men.
What are they going to do, Sam?
Well, they've announced 4 participants already.
Brilliant.
I'm very excited for this. Heath Slater. Adam Rose. Bo Dallas.
Okay, it's the social outcast.
And Curtis Axel.
Right, fucking...
The Armbar featuring the Social Outcasts. I'm so excited for this trophy that in the long run doesn't really mean anything. Let's
Why
analyze
do they
past 2
still
weeks.
do this?
No, but here's the thing, right? This armbar means nothing. Like, let's look at who's won it. Who won it last year?
Big Show.
great. That led places, didn't it? That young upstart, Big Show.
Well, you gave it to a young upstart in Cesaro, like the year before that.
And yet the only reason they ever did that was so that they could keep Brock Lesnar relevant. You know about this, yes?
Wait, what?
It's no secret by now that Cesaro basically suffered a failed push
Oh yeah.
from that entire thing. Paul Heyman addressed this, because Cesaro turned his back on Zeb Coulter and became a Paul Heyman guy, at the confusion and somewhat mediocre excitement of a lot of the IWC. Paul Heyman has said that the only reason they did that was so that they could keep Paul Heyman on TV, and so that Paul Heyman could keep talking about how his client is the 1 in 21-1, at that time anyway.
Right.
So, they gave Cesaro this great moment at WrestleMania, and they paired him with Paul Heyman just for the sole purpose of having Paul Heyman on TV to keep Brock Lesnar relevant.
Why?
Because they just don't care about Cesaro. Unfortunately. That's the world we live in, ladies and gentlemen.
But what's the point in doing this battle royal if it's just I don't get it.
Mania payday. You're gonna
Okay,
get
right.
paid. You're gonna get paid for what you do at WrestleMania, and there's no better way than to get everyone on the payday payroll, payday, WWE payday, than going to WrestleMania.
Oh well. I mean, it's a stupid match.
Oh yeah, no, it's totally stupid.
Oh well. So what's the next thing?
The next thing is, I believe, a tag match.
Oh god, what kind of tag match?
A tag match that isn't for the tag team titles. And doesn't involve the New Day.
Okay.
The Usos.
Oh god.
Going up against the Dudley Boys.
Why? You tell me, Sam, please. Tell me.
Okay. On the February 8th episode, February 8th, oh my god, episode of Raw. After defeating the New Day and Mark Henry, the Dudley Boys attacked their teammates, the Usos. And in the following weeks, the Dudley Boys cut a load of promos on a lot of the tables, being like, we're not using tables anymore, because you like the tables, and you're not meant to like us, because we are heels now. So they stopped using the tables, and now it's like, they're just facing each other at Mania now. Despite the fact that this heel turn happened a month ago, and no one seems to care about it.
It's more than a month ago.
More than a month ago, alright?
What
Not
the
16th
fuck?
today. February 8th. That happened. That's over a month ago.
So
For Valentine's Day, for crying out loud. It's crazy. Like, okay, heel Dudley Boys. Good. Very good. You need more heels. Now that the New Day have turned face. So now, you have this heel team in the Dudley Boys, and they're facing the Usos.
Okay, next thing. What's the next match?
I don't care, man. Am I meant to care?
This is the thing. I don't give a shit. Like, I
Oh.
really don't care. And the problem is that I'm sure it'll be a good match, but I don't care. Like, I don't care either way. It doesn't make any difference. Like, whether or not I'm going to watch this event or not. It's like, I don't care.
There are no consequences for this. Like, the Usos win. Cool. Dudley Boys win. Cool. Like, there's nothing. There's nothing here.
Like, that's how I feel. It's like, alright.
Alright. What's next? Alright. What is next? This is an interesting one. The New Day. All three of them. Versus the League of Nations in a 4-on-3 handicap match for the tag titles. So, the belts that are meant to be held by 2 people, that are currently being held by 3 people, they're going in a handicap match against 4 people.
What?
See, the numbers don't lie. Okay? You got the 2-man tag belts, and then you divide that by the 3-day New Day. And then you add that onto the 4 of the League of Nations. And then you got 21. 21 is how old I'm gonna be very soon. And if you divide that by 5, the numbers don't lie.
What the fuck are you talking about?
I don't... Why...
Okay, wait. So let me get this straight. So
Mm,
the League of Nations still
the
exists
League of
for some reason.
Nations still exists, yes.
Okay. Okay. Right. Cool. How can a belt
Hmm?
is supposed to be held by two people?
Hey, people.
Two people. Oh, yawn then. Two
Yeah.
people
Mm.
fucking defended against. Was it 5 people?
4 people.
4 people.
3 people are the champions.
I hate the fucking free bird roll.
Right!
What
I mean,
the fuck?
it was cool when it started. It was okay when the New Day won the belts and everyone's like, oh, who's the champion? Is it all of them? Yeah. When it's a stable, not even a tag team, when it's a stable, like the League of Nations, you need to make more belts. At that point, do you not?
Yeah. I mean, why the fuck are they not like one of them's not? I don't know. Who's who?
What's wrong with 2 of the League of Nations being champions?
Yeah, you could have them at ringside or something.
And I get that you've had the Roadblock match and you've had the Raw match where collectively the New Day beat the League of Nations. They beat Sheamus and Barrett in a tag match at Roadblock, and then they beat Rusev and Del Rio on Raw. I get that. So what's your solution? All of them together. It's clear that you suck enough already, so that you lost twice. What do you think you're gonna do when there's all 4 of you there?
What's the fucking point?
There isn't.
And like it doesn't make any sense. That's like putting the fucking I don't know the Divas title on Sheamus. It doesn't make sense. What is happening?
I don't know where your brain was going with that, but I
I
must
don't
say...
know, but it's the only other belt in the company where there's kind of like a restriction. But it's like, but there's 2 people.
2 people minimum and maximum for these tag belts. No, that's out the window.
What?
That's out the window now.
Oh god, what the fuck, man?
I
Jesus
mean, let's talk about these teams for a second, okay?
no, oh god.
The New Day, they're peaking.
Yeah.
Alright, but I'm at the point where I'm like, And then I'm gonna get to the point where I'm gonna be like, And then I'll get even further to the point where I'll be like,
Make it go away. Yeah, it's like when WWE know they have something and they turn them face. They are fucking unbearable.
just
They make them
shove it on Raw, every segment, all the time. I mean, yeah, the New Day have been around since the end of 2014.
yeah, they're gonna be the most unbearable thing on this fucking planet. It's just
People
like,
hated them when
oh.
they started, and then they got good around Extreme Rules. Between WrestleMania and Extreme Rules last year, they had that turn where they were like, we are the New Day, finally, that we know and love today. And then now it's like, that's been going on for nearly a year, and we're like, okay, you're entertaining, but can there be more entertaining things, please, so I don't get sick and tired of the New Day? And I gotta say,
Yeah.
they're really harping on this unicorn thing.
I don't get.
It's too hard.
Yeah,
I mean, it was okay when they just alluded to it in promos and everything, but now they have it on the shirts. They have unicorn horns.
Yeah, the thing on the heads, which I'm not pretending that I'm doing a dickhead thing. It's so dumb. It's
Do
just.
people not realize how dumb you look with those on?
Oh
Like,
god.
wrestling merchandise in itself, like, is very awkward to wear in public.
Yeah.
Right? I wouldn't be seen dead outside if I was wearing anything other than my one CM Punk shirt that looks kind of like the Ramones logo. That one.
Yeah.
Picture on screen right now. That's a CM Punk shirt that I own. It was in fact the first wrestling shirt I ever bought off eBay, but I still bought it. I wouldn't wear my Daniel Bryan Respect the Beard shirt
No, god no.
out and about. Maybe
Yes.
I have done before, and if I have done that before, I regret that decision immensely.
I remember I bought that CM Punk shirt they wore for Money in the Bank, like as something I'd lounge in my halls. Like
Which one is that?
the one with the fist and the X, and it's got like the Chicago flag, and it's red. It's got like the weird black.
Oh, I have that one as well, and I wear that
Yeah.
out and about.
I used to go around wearing that. But in my own halls, not like outside the halls or outside where I was living. God no, just with my flatmates that I lived with at the time.
Well, I can appreciate that maybe CM Punk had some of the, I don't know, less obtrusive shirt designs. Like,
Yeah.
they weren't so garish. They weren't like a John Cena shirt.
But if you want me to wear a unicorn horn, which someone may mistake for like a weird penis, and like I don't want to put that thing on my fucking head.
And I mean, I
Nowhere
get
near
it.
my head.
Like, I get it, but I don't get it.
Yeah, it's stupid, and it lights up. What?
Maybe
I
we're
don't
just
get
old.
it.
Maybe we're old and we don't know how to have fun. But
Have some fun, damn it!
speaking of have some fun, League of Nations.
Go away. They're so bad. They're named after the thing that failed.
They're named after like one of the most famous instances of failure in
It was like
political history.
UN 1.0. It was shit.
Right.
It failed. It was one of the worst things ever in the history of the planet.
People who
And
may
you
not
named it
know,
after that.
people who may not know, go back and research World War One
Yeah,
and the time
That's-
before World War Two.
yeah.
The League of Nations was a real thing,
They existed.
and it sucked. It was terrible. There's a reason why it's not around today. That's why we have a United Nations, whatever
Yes.
the hell that is. That's why we have SHIELD. Okay? But the
What?
League of Nations, Sheamus, Del Rio, Rusev, and Barrett. Sheamus, horribly misused. King Barrett, even more horribly misused.
He's leaving anyway.
Leaving anyway, apparently. Rusev, best part of the stable. Del Rio, Del Boring.
Yeah, what the fuck was the point of him coming back?
It wasn't. They really messed up that one, didn't they?
I think he would have been better just staying on the Underground. I know WWE are paying him loads, but still.
But still, right? Del Rio is bland and boring. El Patron is not, simply put, right? So you have these four League of Nations, the lads, as they call them. Like, the League of Nations are entertaining on social media and then nowhere else, and that's not a good thing to be when you're on national television every week, right? It's like Dolph Ziggler. Entertaining as hell on social media.
Yeah, you say
On
that.
Raw,
but stand up and shit.
Yeah, stand-up shit, but that's what I'm saying. On social media, he's fine. On Raw, I mean, I hate Dolph Ziggler on Raw anyway, but that's beside the point. Oh god, this next match.
What is it, Sam?
I'm afraid to tell you.
Tell me, Sam.
So, remember Kalisto?
Yes.
Good, I'm glad you do, because he's defending his United States Championship at WrestleMania.
Is he get someone who does flips?
No, I mean, Kalisto, one of the most athletic people on that roster, now that Neville's been injured. A very afterthought-ish person in the NXT call-up scene. No one really pays much attention to him, so you put him at WrestleMania with the United States title, that's great.
Good.
That's great. He's joining the ranks of very famous wrestlers, right?
Good.
He's facing Ryback.
I'm sorry, come again?
He's facing Ryback.
No, you're going to have to say that again, Sam. I thought you
He's
said,
facing Ryback.
I thought you said Ryback.
I
Please
said
say something else.
Ryback.
No, say something else.
He's facing Skip Sheffield.
I've taken my headset off because I can't deal with this shit. He's facing who?
Ryback.
No, I'm not dealing with it. I can't deal with what you're saying. So just say someone else for me, please.
Kalisto.
Yeah.
Ryback. Ryback.
Why?
Ryback.
Why?
Oh, Ryback.
Why is he facing Ryback?
Why?
Why
God,
does Ryback still exist? Why? Tell me, Sam, please.
Kane, Big Show, and Ryback faced the Wyatt family on Raw. You with me so far?
No.
Ryback walked out on them, and ever since, he's been a bit of a dick. Just a bit of a dick to everybody.
I don't care. I
And
don't fucking care!
he's been punching people a bit harder, and he's been kind of a dick in promos. So, naturally, he doesn't challenge Triple H. Hell, he doesn't even challenge Kevin Owens. You know who he challenges?
Who does he challenge?
Listo,
Great.
United States champion. And, lo and behold, fighting champion, people forget he's champion. Kalisto accepts the Ryback's challenge. So they're going to be facing each other at WrestleMania, even though Kalisto may have already beaten Ryback in the tournament for the Survivor Series World Heavyweight Championship. Remember that? Remember how the Ryback lost?
Why couldn't they just call somebody up from NXT?
Well, who would you call up?
I don't know. Anyone.
Anyone?
Anyone.
Call up Dana Brooke. Have
Fucking
her beat
Ryback.
Kalisto.
Right? But, like, fucking... Why Ryback?
Because Ryback.
Why couldn't they have turned Sin Cara or something? What's Sin Cara doing nowadays? You don't know, do you?
Oh. Oh, wait. He's losing to Ryback.
Why?
Okay, here's kids. Come in close. Uncle Sam's going to tell you a story.
Yay, story time with Sam. This is my favourite time of the week.
Here's the thing.
Okay.
Ryback
Yeah.
sucks.
Yay,
That's the end of the story, alright? That's the end of the story. I'm done,
we're happy ending.
right? Just... Can we have a break for a bit so I can adjust to this news?
Yeah.
Cool. We'll be right back.
And hello, we're back now.
Yeah, I got over my Ryback rage, so I guess now we should probably address a prevalent issue.
What is that issue, Sam?
You know the armbar?
You mean the Andre the Giant Battle Royale, yes.
Andre the Giant Memorial Battle Royal, the armbar. Usually has 30 men, yes?
Yes, it does. But there's not enough people probably on the roster to do this.
In our ad break, I went down the list of active WWE alumni, right? There's
Right.
potentially, right, barring any, like, superfluous people that I'm forgetting, or injured people, or people that aren't on Raw, there's 25.
What the fuck are they gonna do then?
There's Adam Rose, who we already know is in there. Alex Riley.
What the fuck is the point in this Battle Royale?
He's still listed on the main roster despite only being in NXT. So, that's technically 24. Big Show. Last year's winner. That young upstart. Big Show.
Yeah, start.
The up-and-coming rising superstar, the Bitch Ho.
Well, it's a bitch ho.
Bo Dallas, who we already know is in there. Bro Strongman. Of the Wyatt family.
Bro, strong man.
Bray Wyatt. What a fall from grace. You face John Cena, you face The Undertaker, then you're on the pre-show. That's never happened to anyone else.
That's awful.
Curtis Axel, who we already knows in there. Damian Sandow, who apparently is taking time off from WWE anyway, so that makes 23. Darren Young. Yeah, he's got nothing else to do.
Yeah, I suppose, yeah.
Here's a push. Here's a stretch. Dolph Ziggler. I have a feeling he might be on the main card. So that makes 22. The Vinter, Eric Rowan.
I'm sorry, the what?
The Vinter, Eric Rowan.
No, that's not a thing, is it?
He makes wine.
Is that his spare time or is that his gimmick now?
Spare time.
Oh, okay, thank God. All right, Jesus.
It was part of his gimmick. Yeah. Yeah.
Why?
The Vinter, Eric Rowan. Fandango. Where's he been?
What? I didn't think he was still, like, around.
Alive.
Like, legit, I forgot he existed.
I thought he was fired. He's still there. Gold Dust. Assuming that he doesn't finally, after a painstakingly long couple of weeks, get R-Truth as a tag partner.
I don't care about this stupid story. I don't care.
It was interesting at the start, and then they just dragged out this process for way too long.
Yeah,
It might become a team before WrestleMania, but at this point I'm like, just do it already, please.
Yeah, it's just getting on my
Make
nerves.
the slightly less entertaining version of Booker Dust already. Who else we got? Heath Slater, we already know who's in there. Jack Swagger, doing nothing. Kane, doing nothing. Connor of the Ascension, doing nothing. Luke Harper, doing nothing. Mark Henry, doing nothing. The Miz might be on the main card with Ziggler, so let's take that down to 21. R-Truth, Sin Cara, Tyler Breeze, Victor, and Zack Ryder. 1,
Why?
2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21. And maybe the NXT star, potentially 22. Do you see a problem here,
There's
Andy?
not enough goddamn people!
What are you gonna do, have Randy Orton go in there on crutches?
Like, this is so dumb. You don't need a battle royal, for fuck's sake.
Just make it 20, man. Just make it 20, man.
Yeah, I mean, you don't even need this bloody match. Like, it means nothing anyway.
And yet they've had the opportunity to make it mean something, but they just never do. What's the point of it?
It's pointless!
I mean, ever since Stevie Richards came out and announced it in 2014, right, everyone was like, okay, this could mean something. But it just, it's never meant anything.
Who is it supposed to be?
Who do you think, Andy? The one that isn't dead. The racist.
Oh, yeah! Stevie Richards, that guy.
Yeah. Ever since he came out and announced the armbar, everyone was like, this could mean something. It just never has. It never has, because they always screw it up. And you know, if they could at least fill the quota, but because so many of them are injured, like Neville, should probably take a moment to talk about this, shall we?
Yeah, this is sad.
Going on from slightly depressing news onto legitimately depressing news, Neville injured himself on Raw in a match with Chris Jericho. He rolled his ankle when he went to do a slide on the mat underneath Jericho. Charles Robinson was the referee. Charles Robinson did not notice, despite the fact that Neville and Jericho both told Robinson that Neville was injured. And so Jericho improvised a finish where he just pushed and shoved Robinson after Robinson failed to count to 3 during a roll-up. Which I don't understand, right?
Yeah,
Because referees, as far as I'm aware, are meant to be trained to do it so that you always count the pin as if it were a shoot. Yes?
That is correct, yes.
You always count to 3 and then you just make it up afterwards.
Yeah.
If it doesn't go to plan. Well, I get Neville was probably supposed to win, but you know, you could have picked up on it, and obviously because Robinson has been doing this for, what, 50 years? Like, you gotta think he's gotta have some savvy up there. Little Nate's gotta have a little bit of know-how.
Common sense would dictate if the flippy guy can't do flips, there's something wrong.
But here's the thing, though, right? Because Neville rolled his ankle, and then he went on to perform a Hurricane Rana on Jericho anyway. Which probably exacerbated the entire thing. But, Dr. Z-Pack said Neville had some repeat testing done in Orlando today, which included x-rays and a CAT scan of his ankle. Upon further review, it has been determined that surgical repair of the ankle would not be necessary. Instead, he will be treated non-operatively with a cast and crutches. The estimated return for this type of fracture is usually 2 to 3 months.
Oh, fucking hell. So he's missing Mania, definitely.
Yeah, he's missing Mania. And
Ah,
so he joins the League of Injured, which includes Cesaro, Seth Rollins, John Cena, Randy Orton, pretty much everyone exciting.
they need to stop doing house shows and shit.
I get the entire schedule is very, very, very taxing, I suppose.
You're not gonna have a roster at this fucking rate.
But think about it this way, alright? If they stopped doing house shows, that wouldn't necessarily fix the problem. It would probably alleviate a lot of the stress, but I don't think house shows had an impact on whether Neville rolled his ankle on a match on Raw. Like, I understand that the house show schedule can be taxing with all the traveling and everything, so it makes you more susceptible to injuries.
Okay, well, don't do 3 hours anymore.
Right. That's a good reason to stop doing 3 hours, right?
Because back in the day, when there were 2 hours, you didn't have really good matches on Raw. But the thing is, the more likely you put more effort into the matches, I'm not saying the more likely you're going to get injured.
I disagree with the saying that
But
had...
you're more likely to get hurt if you're wrestling more.
I get that.
Yeah.
But you did say there were no like good matches on the 2-hour Raws.
Okay. Well, they're not specifically designed to put on.
Except for that one match in 2007 between Cena and Michaels, and a couple of others here and there, of course.
Yeah, I know, here and there, but you get the point. Like,
of course, yeah. Like
the less you wrestle, I'm presuming, I never worked a match in my life, but the less that you actually wrestle.
What are you talking about? You beat Brock Lesnar last year. Hello?
No, I didn't.
You gonna forget this? I beat Triple H on the same event. Don't know why Roman Reigns can't do it. It was bloody easy.
Please don't come looking for me, Brock. The point is that like the more that you wrestle,
yeah, you get more susceptible to injuries. Yeah.
Yeah, the more susceptible you are to injuries. That's just common sense. So, I
mean, looking at all the people who have been injured, like looking at all the people who've been injured, they've been wrestling for a decade or more. So, you got to think they might have something to do with it. Maybe.
Yeah.
But yeah, the point being, Neville's injured. Another one bites the dust. Another one bites the dust, and another one gone. Another one gone. Another one bites the dust.
Another one breaks his ankle.
Yeah. This is not a shoulder injury like everyone else, right?
Yeah, what the fuck?
But back to the armbar thing. Neville could have been in this armbar. I would have pegged him to be the winner.
Yeah.
I mean, this is the thing about the armbar as well. Every year, the winner is so unpredictable because it's like, one, it doesn't mean anything, so the winner, therefore, doesn't really have anything after he's won. And two, I don't know.
This is stupid.
You never put anyone with like big star power in there. So like it's not like the main event where you can clearly see Roman Reigns is going to beat Triple H. It's not like the fact that you can clearly see, well, I guess that's only really the only predictable match on the card. Let's have a final review and give some of our predictions at this point before we round off the show. Because to be honest, I preferred WrestleMania season last year.
Yeah.
Even though it was hell on earth on the Suplah, I gotta say, I was more invested in the card.
This is more meh on earth.
This is more like...
Meh.
WrestleMania. It's the logo, WrestleMania. Yeah. But, WrestleMania 32. We have the main event, Triple H vs. Roman Reigns. Roman Reigns gonna win.
Yeah.
Roman Reigns gonna win. Shane McMahon versus The Undertaker. I would say Undertaker.
Shane.
Fair enough. It could go either way. Lesnar versus Ambrose.
I want Ambrose to win.
I want Ambrose to win, but Lesnar's probably gonna win.
I still think Ambrose is gonna win.
Oh, good. I like that you're being somewhat optimistic.
Yes.
Charlotte versus Lynch versus Banks. I'm going for Banks.
Banks.
Right.
Mainly because, she's, yeah.
She's, yeah. She is, yeah.
She's fucking gorgeous.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
Armbar.
Who cares?
Zack Ryder.
JBL.
It's a good shout, actually. The Oozles versus the Dudley Boys.
I am the Turkey Ball.
I am all this, Dudley boys.
The usals.
Really? Why do you think the
Because I don't care. Like anyone can fucking win at this point.
Dudley boys.
Adrian Christian to
Dudley
win.
boys. I think Enzo and Cass are going to win this one.
I think the Hardy Boys are going to reunite.
Good shout. New Day versus League of Legends.
New Day.
New Day. Moving on. And finally, Kalisto versus the Ryback.
Kalisto, hopefully. Not Ryback. Anyone but Ryback.
What?
No, actually, I think Roman Reigns is going to win every single match on this card.
I think the same.
Roman Reigns is going to win every match.
Roman Reigns Mania. You somehow made the entire Royal Rumble about Roman Reigns. You can make the entire card of WrestleMania also about Roman Reigns. I have my absolute faith in your ability to completely mess up WWE.
How bad would that be?
Reigns Mania.
If he won the Divas title and the tag titles. Like this guy, please! No! But I mean, he was acting heelish on Raw, so he might turn, you know.
You think he might turn?
Maybe.
How long have we been saying that for?
I don't know. I just want him to do something interesting, for fuck's sake.
Interesting. It's the key word. Alright. What could you possibly do to get him cheered?
I don't know.
Cure for cancer?
You still get booed.
Cure for every disease ever.
Even AIDS, you'd still get booed.
Solved world hunger.
Still get booed.
He is Santa Claus?
He would still get booed.
You sure?
Yes.
Roman Reigns Claus?
Would get booed.
There's no hope, is there?
There is no hope at all.
No hope whatsoever.
Give up on him!
Turn him heel.
Or turn him heel, one of the two. Give
Turn
up
him
or
heel.
turn him heel. For fuck's sake.
Turn him into an eel. Turn him heel.
Heel Reigns. I don't edit anything weird. I just did something really weird. Please don't edit anything in.
So that brings an end to the Suplah. And I gotta
Yep.
say, what are your honest thoughts about this WrestleMania card? Do you like it? Do you not? Do you also have Ryback rage? Let us know. What about Neville's injury? Are you sad to see another one bite the dust? Comment below. Let us know. You can also visit Suplah.com for host biographies and MP3 downloads of this very show and the broadcast, which happens when we want it to. Even when we want it to, sometimes it won't.
Or when technology allows us to.
When technology allows us to, and when we want to. Hold out hope, kids. You also got WrestlePundit.com for news, rumors, and memes in wrestling. Visit that. It's a good site. We can also be found on iTunes, even though iTunes only sometimes updates. It's nice of them to do that. We're also on Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram. Search our name, you'll find us. You know where we are. And if you missed any of that, it's all going to be down there in the description for you. So, you know, everyone's like down in the dumps about WrestleMania 32, right?
Yes.
You know what I'm excited for?
What are you excited for?
WrestleMania 33. Praise the sun!
Oh, hail the sun!
Praise the sun!
Sun Mania.
Who have we been?
I have been Andy Kwan.
I've been Sam Brooks.
I just don't care about WrestleMania.
No one does. Good bike. That's why I say goodbye, right? Say it again, first time. Not goodbye. Goodbye.
Kerosene.